What's up, guys? We're back with another video of ChumChat podcast. Check us out. This episode is a special episode. We got a guest. He was a walk-on football player at Clemson. He was a fifth-year senior. Made it all the way to the NFL. Now plays for the Raiders as a wide receiver. His name is Hunter Renfrow. Clap it up for Hunter. Welcome to ChumChat, Hunter. So yeah, man, how's your day going, Hunter? You're obviously in the off season. Had a good season this year. Rookie season. How's it going? Just being in the off season for the first time.
Yeah, it's been good. Once you go to college and then like after college, you don't have much time to kind of prepare for the NFL because you got the combine, you have all these things that you have to do. So you really don't get an off season. And so this has really been my first off season. So like this morning I went and worked out and just worked on a few things that I kind of penciled down during the season that I needed to work on. And so it's really just been a good time to be able to work on things you just never work on. And so that when you're deep in November in the middle of the season for us, you kind of pull it out of your back pocket and say, all right, well, I worked on that. Let's try this out.
Yeah.
I have a question for you, Hunter. I did a little bit of research and I found out that, so I don't know if this is true or not because it was on Wikipedia, but your dad is your high school football coach?
Yeah.
What was that like?
Yeah, my dad, he coached me up until my senior year, and he became the athletic director. But yeah, that was an incredible experience in itself. I was never late for any meetings. So it was really cool because I knew all the coaches, I knew all the players, and it was just a fun time to be around everyone. It was fun for me. I enjoyed it because, he coached me in rec ball in middle school and kind of YMCA growing up. And so it was cool to have him as my high school football coach.
Yeah, that's what's up. So I just want to ask you, so obviously out of high school, you didn't have a lot of schools calling your name. So what was kind of the decision to take the risk to go to Clemson with no scholarship, just to be a walk-on guy? What kind of made you make that decision to kind of be the underdog, that you were? So.
Yeah, it was weird for me. So like, I've never been recruited. Like I've never really had to make a decision. I kind of just knew I was going to go to Clemson. That's where my mom went. That's where my granddad went. My older brother and older sister went there. So for me, it was simple. It was easy. I prayed about it a lot, and I just knew that's where God wanted me to go. And I knew that if I wanted to get to the next level and wanted to be to play in the NFL, then I had to go to a place like Clemson. I didn't want to go I had some smaller offers like Walford, Furman, who are great schools, but I didn't want to have to go there, have a great career, and say, dang, what if I would have went to a bigger place? I might have had a chance. I might have had a chance to play in the NFL. And so for me, it was always a dream to do that. And I felt like that gave me the best opportunity. And if I went to Clemson and I wasn't able to play, then I'm not good enough to play in the NFL. And so for me, it was that simple. And I just enjoy Clemson and the atmosphere and the school. Coach Sweeney. Coach Sweeney's a great guy. I know you know him, Tanner. He's one of the best ever. He's one of the best coaches. I won't be surprised if he has 5 or 6 national championships in the next 10 years. Just because that's the type of person he is and type of coach he is. He can coach a 5-year-old the same way he coaches a college player. And so he's just a great coach, and I want to be around a guy like him.
For those of you who don't know, if you're listening, Hunter went from a walk-on to the guy who caught the game-winning pass to beat Alabama in the national championship. We'll have Judson edit that in right there. But, that just must be crazy. But in general, it's no secret that people have, doubted you for like a long time, as long as you play football. What's your response to that in general?
Sorry, I didn't hear you for a second. My response to what?
Like people doubting you in football and
okay, yeah. I've always been a person that kind of wanted to believe it. I wanted to believe that I was good enough to play at that level. I never really wanted to prove to anybody else. I kind of always wanted to prove it to myself. So, that's what gets me up in the morning. It's not about, all right, that guy said I can't do something. And you have those external motivation where, all right, you hear that guy, you see that person on Twitter talking junk, like he's saying for me, I'm 5'10", 180. He's never going to play in the NFL. But it was never really, you see those things, but that's not what motivates you. For me, it's it's waking up in the morning, looking myself in the mirror and saying, all right, I'm either good enough or I'm not. Why not go give my best effort? Why not go see if I'm good enough? I mean, I have nothing to lose. At the end of the day, they're going to tell me, all right, you're good enough to be here, or go home, you're not good enough. So to me, I never really got caught up with all that outside noise. I just enjoy playing the game. And if I can play it at a high level, I want to do it as long as I can.
So you kind of answered my follow-up question to that in a way, but I'm still going to kind of ask it.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously people have doubted you, but I've done some research and I've watched a lot of videos, and the people that do have faith in you have like a lot of faith in you. They're like, man, this guy will come in and change the organization. He's a game changer. So, I mean, you kind of answered it, but you said you don't like to prove people wrong. But for me, it was like, do you work hard to prove people wrong, or would you rather prove those people right that believe in you?
Yeah, exactly. I definitely prove people right. I kind of, I mean, you have so many people who are part of your journey, right? I mean, you have so many people that believed in you, that have trust in you, that, I mean, they're out there on the practice field with you. You come home from training and you are around them and they're talking about, all right, just giving you motivation to go up and get up the next day. And so that's what it's about. It's not about proving the guy in Twitter wrong who has never played a snap of football, who's just sitting behind his computer kind of doing his thing, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that's one of the problems in our society is that people just try to impress people they don't know. I mean, they're always just trying to impress people they've never met. They don't care about them. They just care about what they can bring them. And so for me, I've always tried to prove, like you said, the people that believed in me right, and just try to just give them a good experience, because whenever I succeed, they succeed. And
Exactly.
so that's been my mentality.
Yeah. So you obviously you married your high school sweetheart. We asked our last guest on the podcast.
Congrats on that, by the way.
Yeah, congrats, man. That's awesome. But we asked our last guest what really how could he separate the keepers from just the gold diggers, because he signed a professional contract and a bunch of girls came running for him. So how did you know that she was the one from the get-go, and how did you know that she was the one when you were big time and she stayed with you?
Yeah, that's a good question. I've been asked a lot of questions. I don't know if I've ever been asked that question. That's a good question.
We got the good questions over here. We got the good questions over here.
Hey, ChumChat out here. We do it big.
I think just how she treated me whenever I was nobody, you know, kind of going to high school, and I'd never even kissed another girl. I never was a ladies' man in high school. I mean, I just wanted to play sports. I didn't want to do anything besides play sports, and so I never really wanted a girlfriend until my senior year. I kind of just sat back and was like, all right, God, like, I started talking to this girl in my English class, and she was helping me with homework, because she was doing my homework, but I was kind of all right. And so we just started dating, and I sat and I just felt like that's what God wanted me to do. And we dated all throughout college, and she never wavered really. Her beliefs, her morals, they always stayed true. And so it was very easy for me, because she's such a great person, that's who I wanted to be with. And so, yeah, you have people all the time kind of hitting you up on Twitter, or you have girls trying to make their way into your life a little bit. But I think, going back to the question earlier about proving people right, you don't want to do anything to kind of upset them, and because they've been there for so long, and it'd be so terrible of me and such a bad person if I went in and did something that didn't make them happy.
Yeah. So I was just gonna ask, obviously you're in the NFL now, and you're making a lot of money. That has to be a big change from college and stuff like that. So you're in the limelight now. You make all the money. So what was the first purchase that you purchased after you got that first check? What? Come on now. Was it shoes, car, house? What are you into?
Well,
what are you into? A house?
Yeah, we
yeah.
We bought it in kind of South Carolina. We got some land around it because I love to hunt, and so we got some land around it so I can have it in the off season and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really spend too much. I bought a little weight set this morning. I need to get stronger, so I went to Academy and bought a little dumbbell, 50-pound dumbbell weight set.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Little purchases like that. I got to get my diet better, so I'm trying to invest and spend a little more money there, and kind of eat a little more healthy. I got 2 dogs. They're kind of running around right now. You see them? You got one
Yeah.
there. He's trying to find his ball. He's squirming like a pig right now, trying to find that ball. But I don't know. We don't really spend a lot of money. We just do what we do. Worked out this morning. There are some holes in the driveway out front, so I had to go get some gravel from the store. That was like $50. So I mean, just little things here and there.
Yeah, it's cool to see how humble you are. You know, a lot of people in today's game are just kind of like super flashy, but it's definitely refreshing to see athletes still like you. It's definitely you're definitely a role model in that sense. Also, kind of on the field as well. It's clear. I was doing like a little bit of research, and it's clear that you're one of the guys, like few guys left out there. That's not like a stat patter. You care more about the team. You put the team first. You were talking about that. You said that you don't really have individual goals. It's more about the team. But I mean, I think we all kind of have our individual goals. So what is it for you? Like, do you see yourself winning, going to the Hall of Fame, making Pro Bowl, or is it just like winning Super Bowl, stuff like that?
Yeah. I think, absolutely. Super Bowl. I think that would be a huge, and that is a team accomplishment, but also individual, because you can do your part and play your best to help the team win. I don't know. I've never really, I mean, you just want to be the best at what you do, right? So when you grow up as a kid and you make those plays in the front yard, you hit that shot. You're at the basketball goal 3, 2, 1. You're hitting it to win the NBA championship, and so you have goals in the back of your mind like that. But I know I've said before that kind of judge myself off 2 things during the season. The first is, am I a good teammate? Am I a great teammate to the guys around me? And the second thing is, and is it important that I'm on the team that we're winning? So is it important that I'm making plays and because if not, then they can get rid of me, right? And so, but I'm really not too big of an individual award guy because like last year, 2 years ago when we won the national championship at Clemson, I had 1 touchdown the entire year. But I felt like I had a great season because we won all the games and I made some big catches throughout that season, but I wasn't a big stat guy. Sometimes it just doesn't work like that. You might get 1 catch a game and it's to win the game. And so you can never be worried about making 10 catches. You just got to be very critical, and it's about the quality of it instead of the quantity.
Yeah, so actually before Tanner goes, I just want to brag a little bit on us because we heard you talk about those 2 things that we had on here in our notes, but you worded it a little bit different. You said, how am I helping my team win on and off the field? So yeah, I just wanted to say we noticed that as well.
Yeah. So we heard when you're mic'd up in London, and you were talking about Harry Kane. So you know Harry Kane, right, Hunter? So are you a big soccer follower of the Premier League, or if so, what we're soccer geeks, me and Johan, and also our other member. But if you support a team, what team is that? Just for our listeners, do you support a team?
Dallas.
Favorite player?
FC Dallas.
FC Dallas.
FC
There
Dallas
it is. There it is. FC Dallas.
They got the win the other night. Big assist by Tanner Tessman.
Yes, sir.
First sir. I watched it. So, yeah. I mean, so for me, I played soccer growing up, and I played till my parents wouldn't let me play football until middle school, and so I played it all growing up, and I mean, I didn't play like travel or anything. I played YMCA soccer, so I was
okay, big time.
A YMCA soccer field, so we had a good time, and I thought I was like, oh, I'm gonna go pro. I'm good at soccer, and of course, it's not like that. But I had a good time. I love the game. I mean, I grew up playing FIFA. Everyone grows up playing FIFA. They think they could be a coach or something because you got the schemes and the strategy, and you got to move the front line up, and you got to learn how to attack. So it's a good time. But yeah, we went over to London and saw Tottenham play. They played Bayern Munich, And
Champions
so
League.
I think it was fun at halftime, and then Byron ended up winning 7-2. But Harry Kane was
you were
on
at
the
that game.
sideline before the London game, and I was like, I mean, I knew he was the captain of the England
Yep.
team, right?
Yep.
And so I don't know, it was just like a starstruck a little bit before the game. But I don't know, I've always loved soccer. It's always been fun, and it's just like you just like to compete, right? And so it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You want me to take the next question?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is kind of like what we do here. Our motto is kind of like we define success here at ChumChat. So what defines success for you, and have you reached it in your opinion?
Success for me, yeah. I think success is just being your best. I know that was something we were big at Clemson, was just being your best. You don't have to try to be. I don't have to try to be Jerry Rice or Julian Edelman or Wes Walker. I can just be Hunter Renfrow. And if I can truly say that I'm giving my all and that I'm putting my best foot forward, then that's successful to me. And on the field and off the field, helping people out, just using your platform to be able to reach as many people as you can, because it doesn't matter if you're selling insurance or coaching football or playing or whatever you're doing, being a dentist, a doctor. If you can impact people and help people make better decisions and just be able to give them a better life and help them give other people better life, then that's what it's about. So that's success.
Wow, that's good stuff right there.
That's a fire
big
answer.
time.
That's
fire right there. So we're kind of gonna wrap up the podcast with some rapid fire questions. So these are just one word answers you can answer with. I'm probably gonna ask about 15. So are you ready for them?
Let's do it.
Favorite day of the week?
Sunday.
Last song you listened to?
Love to Lose Yourself by Selena Gomez.
Okay.
Pet peeve?
Entitlement. I hate entitlement.
Favorite holiday?
Christmas, for sure.
Yes, sir.
Celebrity crush?
I gotta say my wife.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's my boy. Favorite place you've been?
That was a test.
Favorite what?
Favorite place you've been?
Favorite place I've been? It's a good question. I like Vail. I like skiing, so Vail, Colorado.
All right. Favorite food?
Favorite food? French fries. I'm a big French fries.
French fries. Favorite Netflix show? You watch Netflix? Favorite Netflix show?
Yeah, absolutely. The Office, hands down, without a doubt.
Oh my gosh. Are you usually early or late?
Early.
Gatorade or Powerade?
Gatorade.
Dream car?
Dream car. I like trucks, so probably a Ford Raptor, something like that.
Okay. Personality or looks? I think you're gonna go with personality here for the women.
No, we'll go personality.
And then soccer question: Messi or Ronaldo?
Messi. I just like Messi. I don't know why.
There we go. That's the boy.
More finesse. I'm not a big power guy like Ronaldo, but Messi's always been my guy.
That's what's up. Obviously, guys, thanks for tuning in to ChumChat. We had great answers from Hunter Renfrow, huge inspiration to a lot of young people out there. So make sure you follow him on the field, the Las Vegas Raiders now.
Sure.
Make sure y'all tune in and watch him next season. He's going to have a big season. And thanks for coming on. We'll plug his Instagram, Hunter Renfrow. Maybe you can check it out on he'll post it maybe on there. We'll see. But check us out on ChumChat, chum.chat on Instagram, ChumChat and YouTube. Thanks for tuning in. We love y'all. Thanks for being on, Hunter. We really appreciate you coming on, taking the time with us, man.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. It's awesome.
Yes, sir. Right. Thanks, guys. Be great.